Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I do think that it's Friday. A lot of stuff going on Friday. Oops. Must be 6:30 in the morning. Friday the December 20th, 2024. Anyway, excuse me. Forgot what I called it. Called it something. No is nomad. Yeah. What is a life without a dream? Can you imagine life without dreaming of a better world? Let's say. Can you imagine a life without that? A dream of a better world? I mean, God, that would be drudgery. To have no dream of making something of your life and wow. I don't think it's a waste of time sitting on your own and imagining. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. Whew. Just sitting and being. Yesterday I sat outside. I'll admit that there was music playing, but a little bit. I sat outside, very comfortable, and I was just letting my shoulders drop, and not trying to sleep, just sitting. And all sorts of ideas started formulating in my mind, and the dreams of how beautiful life is and how beautiful life can become and how we can enhance our lives with all the beautiful things that nature provides us with. I mean, it was just a very calming sensation. I had no idea if it was meditation. But to me, meditation is when the chatter stops, but that doesn't mean the pictures go black. It's like no, it's not. It's when you're open to receive whatever comes to you. My interaction with other people has started to become much more peaceful recently. And the reason it's becoming much more peaceful is because I'm learning, never stop learning. I'm learning that there is a whole world within my life and my perception that is created daily by me that is much better than most of that which I have to interact with in order to be a social animal, which I am. And I'm enjoying that human experience, that interaction. But recently, I've found a lot of people not all, obviously, a lot of people complaining about their human interactions because they don't like the other person's point of view. Well, put yourself in their shoes. Their point of view is one of you. So, how are you in some way responsible for that version that they're seeing of you? And if you're going around with angry face or you know, if you're going around growling at people, people are going to back off. And so just sitting and being peaceful or smiling at people, you don't even have to talk, but you know, I always say good morning or good afternoon or good evening, and then the day is done. But no, how you interact is very important because their perception of you influences their world. I was talking to an actor friend of mine, and he's quite a brilliant actor, and he can take on many emotional personas within his acting field, and I like that about him. He's a craftsman who's honed his craft, but he's had to access emotions from his life and his experiences that he can bring out in the world. But we talked yesterday about how his influence actually creates a world of its own. I mean, and his influence on others creates somebody else's perception of him, and then they form an opinion, and then they take that opinion and go, oh yeah, that actor I met, because I just did it, you see. He had an influence on me yesterday, and now I'm talking about him, but from my perception of what he was talking about. I know it's very convoluted, but it's also very important, I believe, and that's how I want to be perceived, is to be a peaceful and loving human. And the only way I can achieve that really in my interactions with people is to be peaceful and loving. And so that's my plan. Big plan. Whew. It's cold this morning, and I'm not supposed to eat anything because I'm going to have a blood test. They're going to see if I have blood in there, in my veins. Yeah, whatever. I'm reading a lot about other people's experiences of life as they've got older. I mean, like older people, elder people, you know, like myself, 68, 70, you know. I'm trying to understand through their lens what their life was like. And how they perceive life as they get older. A lot of people are in fear of dying. They're actually really more afraid of getting ill and not being able to take care of themselves before they die. They want to stay independent and strong. So do I. And health is wealth. So, you know, do your exercises, eat properly, eat well, you know, look after yourself, take supplements if you need to. But be sensible about it. Life's good. So, yeah. I don't know why no is nomad. Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, okay, so I'm going to recap on a whole bunch of stuff I've probably said before, which is pretty boring for you guys, so I won't stay on long. But my mind is on the word no, because nomad, nomad, and traveling through life, blah, blah, blah. But specifically, another conversation I had yesterday with somebody was about how they're constantly taken advantage of because they're being kind. And I said, no, it's not because you're being kind, it's because you're being willing. You are the willing. And he's like, yeah, but I mean, if somebody asks you, can you do this? And you know you can, but you don't want to, what do you do? And I'm like, you say no. Very small word, but it's a very strong and powerful statement when you use it properly. Are you able to help me today? Depends what it is. See, depends what it is a good answer, because are you able to help me today? Oh, yes, of course. Well, can you fly around the moon for me? I mean, one has to recognize the limitations of what you can do to help. I will help somebody who asks me for help. Definitely. Ask me. Come on, get in the chat. Ask me. Ask me for help. Very willing to help. But if it's something I don't know, I'm willing to say I don't know. And I'm also willing to say, can't really help you with that one. That's something you have to work on yourself. Or I know a man who can help, but I'm not capable of doing those sort of things. But no is a very powerful word. And we've got to learn to recognize what that really means. I mean, we're told things like, you go out and you associate with people, and you have the freedom to associate with whoever you like, but you also have the freedom to disassociate. See, there's always a flip side to every coin. Ooh, heads. Tails. You're free to disassociate. If there's a person or people in your life that constantly take away your peace, take away your love, take away your autonomy, your sense of self, they take that away from you. You're free to disassociate with them. And it's important to make that stance if you need to. You can take a break. It's okay. Take a break. Oh, water. I think I'll leave it there. Give yourself a break. Take a break if you need to. Take the time to sit and think for a bit. Then go out there and have fun with life, because life should be fun. It's an abundant world. And we should be having fun. We should be enjoying that part of our life. Yeah, sure, taking responsibility, recognizing some of the stuff you don't want to mess with. But the thing is, still go out there and find out, explore. Life's an adventure. All right, I'm going to have an adventure soon. All right, lots of love and happy holidays. It's coming up, whatever holidays coming up are coming up. Love you.